E aí, Rodrigo? Hot Wheels, famosinho, CG. Deixa eu mandar. Vamos puxar uma partida aqui já, velho. E aí, Gleison? Sorte que já achou, mano. É que já começa perdendo. Testar esse Maldini aqui, mano. Esse hacker não tá apetecendo. Você tirou o novo Gullit, ô Gleison? Achou bom? Eu também não gosto, mano, mas sei lá. Vai que tá roubado, tá ligado? Fala MD Game, seja bem-vindo, mano. E aí, Damasceno, beleza, mano? Fala, Hélio. Seja bem-vindo, meu amigo. Então, Gleison, esse finalizador nato faz diferença, velho. Pra finalizar, porra. Tava jogando com o Henrique esses dias, porra, o Rummenigge lá não erra gol, velho. Pô, mas sei lá, mano, eu acho que eles nerfaram o Gullit, tá ligado? Salve, Dom Rocha. Sou sim, mano, sou de Campo Grande.
So the wait is over, we can finally get going. Welcome to everybody
Salve,
who has joined
Rodrigo.
us for this unmissable game. Hugely
Galvão fortalece
anticipated
nós, tá
game,
ligado?
but
Seja bem-vindo
undoubtedly
aí,
the
mano.
place to be at this moment in time. Well, there's a real
Você
familiarity
mandou
about these
embora,
scenes
Gleice?
here. The
Aquele
followers
outro?
of one of the most formidable teams in the history of football, ensuring that yet again this will be an occasion for the game's ultimate glitterati. And already we're underway here. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Gullit,
Nossa, mano. Tá
Buffon
bem
catches
pouquinho,
it
velho.
safely.
Você já jogou os campeonatos do Federação ou Dom? Não tô lembrado de você, mano.
So Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Yeah, Gigi Buffon. I doubt there's a more experienced goalkeeper out there, Peter, having played at the top level since his teenage years. I think he's going to be a real...
Face to
É,
face
esse
with the
Maldini
keeper.
vai de
He's
base,
had a
mano.
hit! And he's following
Queria
up!
testar, mas...
Porto would very much seem to be growing their confidence here. You can feel it.
Gets a good foot in there. Gullit. And here's Bale. Xavi Alonso. Works it forward. Ronaldinho. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Well timed, excellent
Tá,
interception.
Gullit. Ainda está
Anything
defendendo bem, mano.
noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
And it's Messi. And here's Gullit. Pass somewhat off target. Vieira. Moved on forwards. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
That's a shade optimistic. Barcelona are still to register a shot on target. As a matter of fact, a shot of any type.
Esse cara, eu acho que joga contra-ataque rápido, mano.
Foot in. Messi, very much a man of this moment.
Just as
Jogador
I
vem muito
thought, Peter,
agressivo,
it
velho. Que
looks like
isso?
this is a side that's
A bola muito
setting
fácil.
themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase. And of course, those in midfield have to be ready now to
Sozinho.
recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that. And here's Bale. Messi. Mbappe. That's a nicely measured pass. He is through here. Lovely bit of skill. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Thuram. Neymar. He's found a way past. No, that's been intercepted.
Well, when the options aren't quite present in the box, it's the crosser's interest to hold on for the support.
And it's Messi. Messi going face-to-face with his great rival. Neymar. Decent hit!
Gol.
Goal! Barcelona!
Ah, na Nubis?
Barcelona are in
Pode
front.
crer. Acho que eu ganhei um campeonato lá, mano. E aí, Pivete, beleza, mano? Como você
Well,
tá?
he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
A Nubis podia voltar a fazer campeonato presencial, né?
Well, this should allow them to be a bit more expansive, although they'll be wise to be cautious for now.
Now it's Gullit. Good ball over the top. Now it's Mbappe. Straight hit.
Chutei pro rebote, mano. Infelizmente não deu
Good
certo.
read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Xabi Alonso.
Barcelona can certainly afford to see this half out now and reset during the break.
Gullit. The chance!
Pô,
They've scored! And again, they simply
Salve,
do
Wesley.
not know what has hit them.
como você tá, irmão?
Yeah, the pass was bang on, and he just had to ensure he didn't stray offside. The finish was actually bang on too.
So that's two now without reply.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Great ball, and he's in here. Cross goes in there. And that should get the job done. Quality ball. Now it's Gullit. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Oh,
Bola
perfectly
muito.
measured that. Has a goal!
Nossa, Mbappé.
And that's it for the first half. A
Copa
breathless
Sesc.
ending.
Copa Sesc
Big
de
excitement
digital?
towards the end of the half there, and a last-minute
Ah,
chance
a
that
que teve no
really
shopping?
should have been converted. Reflections on the first half?
Well, they had
Foi
their opponents reeling in
campeão
that
duas
half,
vezes lá.
Peter, and the break may influence a change somehow, but don't hold me.
Claro que eu te noto, Rodrigo.
Barcelona sitting pretty here at half-time.
É nóis,
2-0
irmão.
up.
Sai fora, Anderson. Tá louco, mano? Outro campeonato que podia voltar, a Copa Sesc, mano.
Here we go
Premiação
again.
boa. A organização era da hora. Campeonato no shopping.
Gullit. Messi. And the counter-attack is on for Barcelona. That's an untidy challenge. Free kick given.
E aí, vocês pegaram esse Gullit novo aí, mano?
Gullit. Well, that has not gone well. Alonso. Porto are looking to break at pace. And it's Messi. Closing in on goal. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Xabi Alonso has created one goal already. Neymar. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined.
Pô, era
Messi.
no Gullit, né?
That's alert and sharp and very well played.
Oh, super ball. And the finish!
Boa.
They are rampant! And surely
Caralho.
that settles it.
Ter que zerar a box é muito triste, né, mano?
Composed,
Você vai
confident.
botando
What a
dinheiro,
super
dinheiro.
goal.
Ah, that's
Aí,
just
tipo assim,
clever. He made the
você já
keeper think
chega
he
num
was
ponto
going
que você
one way.
gastou o valor
Could
que
be
você não
danger
tem
here.
jeito. Tipo, você
Just
tem
the
que terminar de
goalkeeper to
rodar, né,
beat.
velho?
He's got the shot away. They've done it.
Você achou ele bem melhor que esse da
Yet
Holanda?
another goal in an
Eu tenho
awesome
minhas dúvidas, mano.
performance. They are in complete charge.
O cara vai quitar, velho.
Well, how's that for a
Não,
class finish?
Well, he's a defender's
tocando
nightmare.
ele.
You try to send him one way and he just slips the other.
Barcelona are having a ball here.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
This might spell danger. Oh, that is superb. A dangerous moment, perfectly dealt with.
Some inspired work that. It's good that someone knew exactly what they were doing.
Bale. He's found a way through. He's in, surely. Maldini, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Neymar in acres of space out wide. No foul, says the referee. Bale. Van Dijk makes the interception. Rodri. Porto do have a chance to counter here. Messi. Gullit under intense pressure.
Yeah, and what they've got to realise, Peter, is that they won't get away with excessive force for long, so they're running a fine line now.
Ronaldinho. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Van Dijk did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. He's through, now is he in? Xabi Alonso.
Nossa, ele ficou de lado, velho.
Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Throw in.
2.000 moedas. Você ficou no lucro demais, você é louco. Queria, mano. Cara, que fã. Pô, mas você acha que valeu a pena gastar, mano? Por causa do Ribéry? O Gullit já tinha saído antes, então. Impressionante como eu não consigo jogar liso em divisão, velho. Pode crer, mano. Eu tenho o antigo Ribéry, mano. O primeiro que saiu do Bayern. Tá até no banco aqui. Cara, tem alguma dica? Porque é muito delay, não consigo ser. Mano, eu acho que o delay em divisão, pra gente, é por causa da distância do servidor, mano. Porque não tem outra explicação, tá ligado? Eu jogo liso nos lobbies, mano, nos campeonatos do Maltês e tal. Mano, não tem o que fazer. Em relação ao delay, né, mano? Pô, tava jogando divisões, aí eu fui jogar com o Henrique, mano. E aí tava liso. Pô, a diferença tava bizarra, velho. Conseguia trocar a seta na hora, driblar normal. Não tem o que fazer, mano. Infelizmente não tem o que fazer, velho. O ping fica mais alto, tá ligado? Em relação a isso, né? Agora pra chegar na primeira, daí dá pra se virar, tá ligado? Tem que mudar um pouco o estilo de jogo, marcar mais recuando, você não pode antecipar tanto, ser mais objetivo no ataque. Porque querendo ou não, você vai conseguir fazer, usar muito os recursos do jogo, tá ligado? De um jeito que você faria normalmente no lobby normal. Eu faço
Well, hello
mentoria,
and
mano.
welcome one and
Faço
all. It's a
mentoria.
pleasure to have you with us.
Só me
As you
chamar
can
lá
see,
no
we are
Insta,
all set.
que
The
gente,
game should be a truly entertaining one,
que eu te
whichever
falo os
side of it
valores
you
e como
find yourself
funciona.
on. We have a
É,
mass of noise and colour,
meu
and the
Insta é o
juices
mesmo
are
da minha
flowing.
ideia aí, de um
It
Riga.
really is a sight to
Daqui a
behold
pouco eu vou
here
fixar
as
aí o
Spotify
perfil.
Camp Nou opens its arms to the Barcelona nation,
O
100,000
perfil não,
plus in unison.
o
Well, if
link
you
aí na
didn't
live.
just miss it, we are up and running already. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Neymar, he's had a hit! An early chance there, first of the game.
Deixa eu ver se eu consigo pegar
Okay, it's
aqui.
come to nothing, but it's a warning of further threat on the break. They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Aí meu Insta, rapaziada. Fixar aqui. Quem tiver interesse em mentoria, subir para a primeira divisão, é só chamar, mano. Upar os bonecos dos
Nice interception,
jogadores.
well timed. And now a sudden chance to counter.
Aí eu explico melhor lá.
Oh, they could be caught out here. Nedved. And he's got the beat. Nedved! Oh, denied brilliantly.
Yeah, he was well
Tranquilo, né?
placed to deal with that.
Tudo certo.
Well, it's gone out again,
Boa,
and
mas
so we'll have
parabéns.
a repeat corner. It's their second corner of the game. Keeper has taken decisive action. Barcelona have the chance to go the other way. He's found a way through. Well, the idea was a
Passinho, hein,
good one.
Messi? Que
The
passinho, né?
execution of it, not quite so.
That just required a bit more oomph to reach its target.
That is good strength. And he can clear it away. That's really well manoeuvred. Great defending, strong and determined. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Neymar. And he's in on goal. Chiellini did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. And it's Messi. Neymar going face to face with his great rival. So a third of the match or thereabouts gone, and we still await the first goal. Now it's Gullit. Now it's Neymar. Gullit. Tries a shot.
Que isso, mano.
Oh, it's die-hard defence and the willingness to put his body on the line. Very impressive.
Messi. Nedved. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other.
Look, movement creates more options, and that was really sharply done.
Neymar.
Ah,
Out of play for a goal kick.
esse drible é errado, cara.
Gullit looks to get on the end of this. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Vieira. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And it's Pirlo. He shifted it to the flank. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Mbappe. And now the breakaway.
We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from
Na
those
bola
guys up
chegou
front.
longe.
Yeah, and it just, I suppose, Jim, denies the others
Ah,
time
e
and
era
space.
desviando.
Well, I would call it
Que difícil,
blanket
que burrice.
suffocation. Every single player is committed to the press, and there's simply no way out.
Beckenbauer. Chiellini. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Nedved. He's got away. Messi.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Oh, lovely bit of skill. Pirlo. Neither of these two want to come off second best. So still we are where we began. It's 0-0. Mbappe finds himself offside.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Now there's a fine ball. There's the hit! Oh, that was nice, but not
Cara, tá
quite the end
escapando, né?
product required.
It didn't quite come off on this occasion, but it only needs a gentle tweak.
Barcelona have their second corner now. And the goalkeeper's got a good palm to that. And he's gone backward here. Oh, really good feet. And here's Neymar. Big chance! Danger
Caraca,
averted for now. Takes on his marker. Mbappe.
porra.
And that is going to be the final action of the first half.
Salve, mano.
Truth be told,
Sou de
perhaps
Campo
it's not
Grande,
the
Mato
game that
Grosso do
many
Sul, mano.
anticipated, but there is lots to be seen in it, lots to be taken from it. Plenty
Salve,
for the key
café.
figures to mull over.
Beleza, mano?
Remains goalless. So there was the first half.
É,
What an
rapaziada,
end
tá
to the half,
complicado.
Peter. A
Bola
lot
não
of the best
entra.
action of the half coming at the very end, and I get the feeling the second half may well start in similar fashion, as we'd love to see this momentum maintained. So I'm looking forward to what's to come.
No goals at this stage, but certainly not devoid of action. It is 0-0 here at half-time. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half.
Barcelona clearly have been the better side here. So if I was to say anything to them...
Real chance! Just off target.
Well, I can
Boa
tell you
tarde,
that
Questão
the
Play. Obrigado
aluminium
pelo
is still
like, mano.
shaking after that, and
Quem me
we're
deixou o
talking
like,
fractions. That was
puder me
a
ajudar
great
aí,
try.
mano. Isso é muito importante, fechou? Se inscreve no canal também. Vai me ajudar demais.
Rodri. Pirlo. And it's Neymar. He's going for goal! Oh, that was wicked, a truly wicked effort.
Oh, it looked like he tried to give it some extra whip.
Vieira. Messi. It's Xavi Alonso. And it's Messi. Rodri gets across and deals with it.
Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
Neymar. Messi. Well, that's not the cross he had in mind. And it's Nedved. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Xavi Alonso. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern. Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
Xabi Alonso.
Ah, ele não chutou, mano.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking
Mano,
players aren't
fora essa
dropping back
partida
down
aqui
the
tá
ball.
tranquilo.
And that
É a
leaves just
segunda
one thing,
partida
I
do dia,
suppose.
mano.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Só que tá
He's had a
foda,
shot.
velho. A bola não entrou no primeiro tempo.
Is there to clear.
A bola não sai pra substituir.
Now it's Neymar. Rodri. A deeply frustrating game so far, certainly in terms of the score. And Messi! He's keen, determined to have his say.
This is proving to be a very good spell. The intensity is great, but they've got to make it count.
Não, mano. Não jogo normal, não. Essas 4 barrinhas é estranho, mano. Porque eu já joguei com um cara em live, assim, e pra ele aparecer que eu tava com 5 barras. Tipo assim,
Goes short.
é muito estranho, mano. Nossa.
And now they can spring out of defence.
E no lobby eu jogo normal, mano. É foda, velho.
And it's Eto. Oh, such a clever touch. Messi. And they can counter here. Messi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Oh, super find. And he's now the finish!
Vamos, Luizito.
They've scored! That could turn out to be a huge, huge goal.
Look, before we can even delve into the detail, the significance
É,
of
mano,
taking
mas
the
eu acho
lead
que é pela
should be
distância
our
do
initial
servidor, tá ligado?
reflection, and
Não tem o
that's
que fazer, mano.
priceless.
Não é porque sua internet é
The
ruim,
lightness
ou
of
coisa
step,
assim.
the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Yeah, and having the
Mas
thrust to
tipo,
get there is one
lobby de
thing,
amistoso eu
having
jogo
the
normal,
composure
mano.
to score is another.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay. Eto is on his own. Oh, shooting chance!
Que burrice.
Oh, and that should have been two.
Yeah, he knew only too well that to concede then would have been tough to
De
recover
vez
from.
em
That
quando
could
vem
prove a
5
big
barrinhas,
moment
mano,
in
mas
this
é
game.
muito rápido.
So, third corner of the game.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. Pedri. That's a lovely, neat pass. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that.
Cara, não acredito que isso vai dar certo, mano.
So close to drawing
Quase
level.
deu
Well,
merda,
that's a
hein?
great response, though, and it's a statement declaring
Tá
that they're
maluco.
not done with this yet.
Well read, nice interception. Ribery. Ronaldinho. It's Ronaldinho! So their fourth corner of the game. Barcelona with another corner. They're up to 5 corners now.
Mas eu não sei também, mano, porque tipo, o Fute é de São Paulo e ele fala que joga pesado também divisões. E o dele acha 5 barrinha, tá ligado? Então, mano, acho que é divisões mesmo, pesado.
Yeah, it's safe to say that
Não
they
tem
just need
jeito,
to
tá ligado?
manage this to secure the win now. They've got to be quick moving this forward.
And that's another good win of the ball. Barcelona moments now away from seeing this one out. Fourth official showing that there will be 3 minutes of added time. Gullit. And they've got rid. Chiellini.
They're avoiding the blatantly obvious by not getting the ball into the opposition box. That's where it has to be.
And that is as far as it
Mas o
goes.
Nordeste não liga mais pro barrinha, esse
Barcelona
lugar é
have
pesado
done it.
mesmo.
Their solitary strike ultimately proving just enough. A terrific win, however you look at it.
É, mano, é mais
Luis
complicado.
Suarez
Mas no lobby
taking in
joga
the
normal, pô.
accolades,
Sem
having
a
been
internet
named
for
man of the
boa.
match, and deservedly so.
É isso mesmo, mano. Imagina nós que vai jogar os campeonatos aí da Konami. Tem que jogar com o mexicano, mano. E tipo, você joga contra cara bom e pesado ainda. É bizarro. Você é louco, aí deve ser mais longe que aqui, mano. Tá maluco. Mano, pior que nos outros pés não era pesado assim, mano. Tipo, era pesado se a net do cara fosse ruim. Mas no futebol não tem como, mano. Nunca joguei liso divisões. Agora no PES 21, PES 20 era de boa. Cara com o novo Gullit já. Pera aí. Você joga COD Warzone, mano? Pô, eu quero voltar a jogar. Eu jogava na época do. De Verdansk mesmo, só que a primeira, né? Quando lançou o jogo em 2020. Você é louco, eu era viciado, mano. Agora tá difícil de arrumar tempo pra eu jogar, tá ligado? Mas eu queria voltar a jogar, mano. Era viciadão, velho. Opa, valeu, Rod. Tamo junto, irmão. É, eu tô ligado que voltou um mapa novo. Pô, deve estar muito zica, né, velho? Valeu, irmão. Valeu, mano. Amém. Pera aí, rapaziada, rapidão. Pô, queria um atacante novo pra botar ali no lugar desse Mbappé, velho. Infelizmente a grana tá curta. Quando eu jogava COD, o Jota, Gente, eu pegava 60 de ping,
Well,
30.
it is a game which, in the grand scheme of things,
Quando dava
may not
bom era
have too
30,
much
mano.
riding on it, but it is equally clear and very visible that there is
Não
much
tem como
pride
também, né? Tipo,
around
servidor
it.
de São Paulo, mano.
Chants are filling our
É
ears,
foda.
proud renditions of hymns and songs. It is the perfect soundtrack.
Você vai fazer a boa, Rod?
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. And already we're underway here. Mbappe shapes to shoot! And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. Now it's Bale. And it's Bale. Well, that was a period of possession which carried just about no threat at all.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Bale. Oh, this is a great position. Oh, that looked awkward, but he had a good crack at it.
You can never be too safe with someone like him around.
Ah, isso aí
He
eu
got away
consigo
with that.
fazer ainda, mano. Toque duplo chute, toque
Mbappe
duplo
will
cancel.
not want to lose
Isso aí é
out here,
suave.
not against this opponent.
Só que, mano, o que me pega é a parte da
Well,
marcação, que
Alessandro
aí eu não
Nesta
consigo
turns
trocar a seta
defense
muito
into
rápido, tá
an
ligado?
art form.
Pra
If
marcar é
you like your
osso.
defenders slick and quick, this is the man.
Yeah, no, I'm right in saying he started out as a
Aqui eu
fullback.
consegui trocar a
Yeah,
seta
I
ainda,
think
né?
he may have begun his
Foi no
career as a
limite.
fullback, but he became a central colossus.
Xavi Alonso. Mbappe. Mbappe. Roberto Carlos gets rid without sophistication. Couple of decent early chances. It bodes well for an exciting game. Now it's Mbappe. Xavi Alonso. So a third of the match or thereabouts gone, and we still await the first goal. Messi, a player who needs no introduction. He's shifting through the gears here.
Torcei pra caralho.
And he thumps it clear.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be
Ah.
willing to chase. And
travado.
of course, those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that. Good read, needed to be. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
Ah, quality deserted them when they really needed it.
Xavi Alonso does well to stand firm and defend it.
Ah, pode crer. Nice. Isso aí eu consigo fazer também, né?
And the pass is intercepted. And here's Messi. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Vieira did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Kyle Walker. Rijkaard. That's Vieira. Xavi Alonso. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Gullit. And he's on his way. Xavi Alonso. Neymar.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
And it's Vieira. Gullit. Messi. Vieira.
They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department.
Well seen. Saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Well, he's going to be
Cara,
disappointed with that.
tem que mudar a formação, né?
And they've got a throw.
Vai mandar 1000 conto, ô Rod. Você tem meu Pix, mano. Duvido. É complicado, pô. Já dormi muito hoje, mano. Vai dormir pra caralho.
Intercepts the throw, that's well read. Neymar. Neymar going face to face with his great rival. Chance here to counter. Bale providing an outlet on that flank. Neither of these two want to come off second best. So still we are where we began. It's 0-0.
Olha o passe
Good
do
spot,
Xabi
he's
Alonso.
seen the run. Oh, good read. Xavi Alonso. And it's Messi. Oh, they can break here. Into the final 5 minutes of the first half. Xabi Alonso. Here's Vieira.
Porra,
Has a
deitou.
look and plays it forward. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Xabi Alonso. Roberto Carlos. Oh, that's nice. Roberto Carlos charging forward down that flank. Messi. Messi making good progress on the right-hand side.
Vai pegar, né?
And that'll be the final action of the first half. Well, there it is, half-time. Not a bad watch by any means. And the efforts of both sides have been good, but neither have been able to
Complicado,
penetrate.
né?
And so we reach the break, and the game remains goalless. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Xabi Alonso,
I've
mano.
been playing
Aqui, ó.
relatively well from what I've witnessed. Good movement and the
O
ball
progresso só
retention
vou
has
conseguir
been quite
mostrar
strong,
quando acabar a
and it's led
partida,
to a
mano.
few
Mas nem eu lembro.
chances. It's just that cutting edge that's lacking at the moment, and it's fixable.
So they head in no further forward. The score here still 0-0. Whistle goes, and we start the second half. 0-0, and we're at the halfway point. And here's Neymar. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. That pass has been well intercepted. Neymar. Xavi Alonso. Well, they're certainly pressing with purpose here. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Thuram. Rijkaard spots it and intercepts. Neymar. Ronaldinho. Vieira. Neymar. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Ronaldinho. Roberto Carlos is in a really good position out wide. Nil-nil still. It's a game that needs a bit of life injected. Thuram. Mbappe looking to shake off some unwanted attention.
Yeah, and they've got to be careful, Peter, that they don't allow their attempt to snuff out the threat now to turn into indiscipline.
Very little to report from an attacking perspective. Jim, it's a cagey old game.
Yes, 0-0 and little promise of a goal due to the shot-shy nature of this contest, but I'm not giving up on it.
Messi!
Se eu está usado mais pra marcar mesmo com ele. Mano, eu tentei equilibrar ele, pô. Porque, pô, ele tem quase tudo 90 de drible, controle de bola e tal, 90 de passe e a defesa boa, tá ligado? Pra mim a MLG tem que ser assim, mano. Eu queria o Pirlo, tá ligado? Só que não consegui rodar na época.
Substitution on the field. Number 11, Ronaldinho. Number 10, Messi. Coming on the field, number 18.
Van Dijk with the clearance.
Junior. Number 14,
Ribery.
Johan
Now that looks a
Cruyff.
decent ball.
Substitutions
All
taking
played through
place.
for the wide man. A hefty challenge, but fair enough. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Barcelona perhaps contemplating their next change here. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Gavi going face to face with his great rival. Eto'o. And smartly reclaimed.
Meu Deus,
Heaved
mano.
it away. Great defending, strong and determined. Now it's Neymar. Vieira. And here's Neymar. Gavi. Neymar.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Van Dijk. For Ribery. Just eases him off the ball. Bale.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Vinicius Junior. Cruyff. Vinicius Junior. Ah, lovely feed. He is such a good mover.
This is what good chemistry is all about.
And he gets rid in a hurry. There's the hit!
Ah, vou subir a barra e foda-se.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Vieira. And he's managed to get free. Eto'o. Good driving run.
Well, both
Mentira, mano.
sides might have to settle for a draw here, although there's still a chance for one last fling.
Oh, such a clever touch. And it's Xabi Alonso. Neymar. Gavi. Gavi on a strong run down the right. And it's Vieira. Now he's had it taken off him.
Eles terminou o jogo, né?
And there goes the final whistle. So we finish as we started.
Pô,
Try
não
as they
consegui criar
might.
nada, mano. É, mas tá bom. Então, Jota, só que mesmo assim é foda, o Xabi Alonso parece pesado, eu tô botando ele mais pela marcação, mas não sei, velho. Vamos lá. Acho que é a quarta, terceira.
Well, there's no doubt
Acho
that
que é a
this is a
quarta
game which
partida do
holds a
dia.
special place in the minds of the footballing folk in this part of the world. Expectations rising, evidently the crowd hoping to be treated to a special contest. It is the perfect backdrop for the players to walk out to. It really is a sight to behold here as Spotify Camp Nou opens its arms to the Barcelona nation, 100,000 plus in unison. The action has already started. Neymar! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Neymar actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest. They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
There's the shot!
Boa.
Superb goal!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the
Se
goods,
jogado, se
and
quiser
that was
aprender,
very kind of him to
só fazer a
oblige
mentoria
so
comigo.
early.
Cruzeiro finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Rummenigge. Works it forward. Now, what about a counter-attack? Rummenigge. Driving on and making good progress. Now that's well seen too. Xavi Alonso. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Kyle Walker. Some good work on the right flank here. The pressing's intense and it's paid off. Barcelona leading here thanks to that early goal. And the score is 1-0. Real chance here.
Caraca,
Oh, he's enjoyed that. He
Cara, deu uma
evidently
tumbada na área,
loves the
né?
contest. And he's been shifted off it. Xavi Alonso.
Cancelei muito
And it's
espaço, né?
Messi.
Muita coisa.
Now it's Gullit. Chance! Oh, denied brilliantly.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
And now they can spring out of defence. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Great hit! And Deco! In he goes again!
Ai, ai.
Vieira. And the counter-attack is on for Barcelona. And it's Vieira. Neymar. Neymar puts his foot on the gas. Neymar. He's had a hit!
Boa, Neymar.
Oh, taken with style. Two to the good. They have breathing space.
Oh, that was such a smart exchange of passes, and it took so many defenders out of play in one quick movement. Wonderful goal.
Boss tries a shot.
Passou, né?
Split-second reaction.
Gullit is offering a wry smile there.
Schmeichel herring after the ball here. Cruzeiro are looking to go forward now. Little pass back.
He's got no choice here. He had to go backwards.
Vieira. Here's Totti. Totti powering forward here. Oh, good take in a good area. Hits one! They've done it!
Olha o gol. Marquei
Back
errado.
within one! They have them in their sights again!
Just the sort of forward pass he's been looking for. Very telling.
Ah, Deus, para de ficar sobrando pro
Back into
cara também,
contention.
né?
I think they can sense a comeback here, and so can this crowd. It's all systems go now.
Nicely aimed pass. Now it's Mbappe. Rijkaard calmly anticipates. It's a good run down the left-hand side. Ah, such a clever touch. And it's Messi. While facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Neymar unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Stood up well to him there. Neymar. Coming up to half-time, leading, and things are looking pretty good. Just 5 minutes left until the break. Gullit ploughing through the middle. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. And that's a good ball. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Xavi Alonso. And he's had it nicked away. Vieira is the guilty party there. Rijkaard. And it's Messi. Rummenigge.
Habrá 2 minutos de descuento.
Messi. And the counter is on. Now it's Gullit. Totti. Totti! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
Chute, mano.
Cruzeiro certainly look a very capable counter-attacking team. They're direct, they're quick, and to be honest, they're full of belief that it'll pay off.
And that'll be the final action of the first half. So on the whole, a very competitive game so far. Goals for both sides, neither in true command. Anything could still happen in this game. Caution certainly not on the agenda here from both sides.
Well, we've had plenty to go at in that first half, Peter, and it's a fragile lead that could quite easily change hands in the second. If you like your football unpredictable, I think you're at the right match.
Barcelona have ultimately had the better of things in the first half, ahead by the odd goal in 3. It is, of course, far from 1. Both managers in pensive mood as they head down the tunnel. It is 2-1 here at half-time.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El dorsal 8, Xavi Alonso, será sustituido por el dorsal 29, Deco.
Oi. Já, já. Daqui a pouco eu levo.
Maldini. Barcelona come out of the tunnel having undergone a change at half-time.
Well, we're certainly going to see a change in personnel. We'll see if the system changes with it.
That is a brilliant interception. Deco.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
That's headed upfield, engages and forces him off the ball. Rummenigge showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Rummenigge. And here's Gullit. Rummenigge. And the finish! Goal!
Sempre quando meu pai aparece, eu tomo gol,
Back on
velho.
level
Sempre.
terms.
Yeah, they were made to pay for
Tá
not
que
moving the ball
pariu.
smartly enough through a very strong pressing wave.
We have ourselves a real game here.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
Aldair, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man.
Well, the further he went, the more attention he attracted. There was just way too much pressure for him to get the shot away.
Isso não é falta,
There's
juiz.
some great
Puta
running
que
on show
pariu,
here,
mano.
but ultimately there was no way through.
Esse agora é, né?
And that's a
Tomar
foul.
no
A
cu, velho.
simple decision for the referee.
Barcelona really just need to be careful for the next 10 minutes or so, deal with the pressure and come again.
Gullit, now the finish! Goal!
Ai,
Cruzeiro!
ai.
And the comeback is complete. Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but he thrives in situations like that.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona.
Vambora, velho.
El dorsal 11.
Barcelona are making a change now.
El dorsal 10.
Cruzeiro get themselves into the lead.
Dorsal 7.
No doubt as to who has the momentum here now. The only doubt is how many is coming.
El dorsal 21.
Deco,
Ribery. El dorsal 80.
Vieira,
Ronaldinho.
and it's Deco.
El dorsal 25. Eto'o.
Oh, that's a very decent... He's got the shot away! They've scored! And once more, we are all square. You score, we score.
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down, and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic. Well, a 1-2 is easier to pull off than most dribbles, and I think we've just seen the proof.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
So all square, and not for the first time.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can lose focus after scoring, but you still have to take your chances. Brilliant.
Kyle Walker. Well read, nice interception. Luis Suarez. He can run onto that. He's got away. Shot at goal!
Golaço.
Goal! Barcelona! They've done it!
Porra,
It
Rodinho.
was coming! They have their reward!
Look, there just wasn't much of a gap to begin with, and to find it, I think it was a fine drive, and I don't think the keeper could have really planned for that. I think he's a bit unlucky in that instance.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down, but they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here. Niceties are not part of this approach. This is actually quite aggressive. Cruzeiro really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
Nice try, but he wasn't buying it. Rummenigge gets his pass away. Ribery. And it's Ribery. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Rummenigge. Totti. Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all. And here's Totti.
Parece
That's
pegar
a
essa
good
bola no
run
meio
down the
campo,
left.
tá me fudendo.
Gullit. And that is expertly dealt with.
E joguinho.
Deco. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
He's in plenty of space here.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
Oh, that's well spotted. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
That's a promising run he's making on the right. Last chance, perhaps. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Walker getting this one clear.
Quase deu merda, mas tá bom. Conseguimos buscar o resultado. Tá bom, tá bom.
And that is as far as it goes. Barcelona have done it with iron, with pragmatism, the sort you expect from a team like this. Admirable, enjoyable, and look how they reacted to that initial setback. Well, from behind, Jim, that is some win, isn't it?
Well, what we've seen is a team that refuses to accept the game might have just got away from them. They stayed true to their style and turned this right on its head. This is a tremendous win.
Gerson? E aí, Gerson? Fala tu. Valeu, Jonathan Lima. Obrigadão, mano. Bom time do cara, mano. Pô, velho. Sei lá, esse Neymar aqui. Inverter ele de lado. Vambora.
So the wait is over, we can finally get going.
Acho que é
Welcome
a
to
quinta partida
everybody
de
who has
tecnologia
joined
do
us for
dia.
this unmissable game. Hugely anticipated, hugely hyped.
Sempre preferi a
Undoubtedly
câmera
the
assim,
place to
mano.
be at this moment in time. It really
A
is a
outra ficava
sight to
mais
behold
afastada,
here
né, mano?
as Spotify Camp Nou opens its arms to the Barcelona nation, 100,000 plus in unison. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Good read, needed to be.
Modern football is full of power, pace and physicality. But there's a player out there who's managed to avoid the help.
Schneider! Oh,
Não tem
what
muita
a goal! What a
resposta pro
goal!
cara.
As openings go, this is up there. Another magnificent
Valeu,
finish
Renato.
from
Muito
Mr.
obrigado, mano.
Magnificent. This could be good.
Me ajuda
Very
demais.
good.
He just absolutely speared that in.
That is just the top drawer finish. He was always in control and couldn't have
O
placed it
cara
any
tá
better.
parado.
Barcelona are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. And here's Mbappe. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Chouameni. Well, it just petered out. No penetration at all, having had a great deal of the ball. Schneider. Schneider will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. He could be in here. Gullit. He's on, and the shot! No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Schneider. He's played him through. Van Dijk cuts out the pass. Gullit. Pirlo. Deco. Barcelona finding their passes.
Vou pitadinha
Closing
assim,
in on
ó.
goal.
Barcelona really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Now that's well seen too. Van Dijk. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Mbappe. He has found the way through.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision because he had good options around him and he failed to get
Deixa eu
his head
ver.
up.
Acho que ele tá de SA, mano. É o posicionamento dele. É. Faz sentido.
Rangers look happy to sit back for the moment here.
Yeah, everything they're doing screams counter-attack, but it's a long counter-attack. When they win it back, they're not wasting any time. They're just trying to get the runners away as quickly as possible.
Neymar.
Oh, great feat, that.
He is through here. Smoothly does it. Neymar.
Seu passe
Chouameni did
desse
just
cara
about
aí.
enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise.
Well, you could see...
And the shot!
Vamos.
No mistake! Barcelona are back in business. Well, how's that for a class finish?
Ah, that's just clever. He made the keeper think he was going one way, only to outfox him by going the other. Very nice.
Barcelona grab the equaliser and we're all square.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to
Aí sim
finishing.
complica, né? Gol.
Going
Opa.
to be disappointed with that. Neymar.
Ah,
Neymar unable to make it happen for all his good intentions.
mano. Não acredito que o Deck errou dois passes assim, né?
Thuram.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Rummenigge. Thuram does really well to win the ball there. Deco. Mbappe. Oh, this is a great position. Shot. He's had a shot.
Vamos nessa.
Goal! Barcelona! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward!
Yeah, I'd call that transition with bite. They won it back and bit hard.
Barcelona go into the lead.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Oh, he's been caught napping. Schneider really struggling to influence the game.
They're just trying to negate his influence, and it looks like whatever it takes.
Barcelona looking forward to the break after some very good work in the first 45 minutes. Gullit. Neymar. And it's Luis Suarez. And he has been fouled there. Rummenigge. Schneider. Neymar. Now it's Luis Suarez. Neymar. Oh, it's come loose. That has been cut short.
Habrá 2 minutos de descuento.
Up towards the front line. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Shifted upfield.
Deixa dar opção porque acabou. Ah, ele ia deixar ainda esse ataque. Jogo bugado.
And the referee brings the first half to a close.
Se vão buscar.
Barcelona come roaring back in quite some style. We've got a very different game now. So there was the first half.
Oh, what a half. It's been pulsating and totally absorbing. We're actually headed for a potential classic if this carries on. This is insanely good.
Barcelona leading by 1 in a finely poised game. It is intriguing to watch and could easily go either way. And the action is back underway. No changes at half-time that we're aware of. Now there's a fine ball. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Schneider. He's found a way through. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Now it's Neymar. Rudiger promptly onto that, and that is that. Neymar. Vieira. And it's Deco. And here's Gullit. Oh, nice touch. Plenty to aim at. And Gullit! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Schneider.
This is the time you need that pace.
Chouameni. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Rangers are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
Shapes to shoot! Now, who's going to be first to this?
Asciende a 96.847 espectadores.
Vamos ver se o cara tá mexendo no time. Tá levando um chute, um gol. O Menino é muito roubado, mano. Ainda mais agora nessa atualização aí, ele ficou melhor ainda, velho.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona.
They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Deco. El dorsal 7. El dorsal 11. Neymar. El dorsal 9.
And he's gone backward here.
Serán sustituidos
Look at the
por
space
el
here.
dorsal 21.
And now they can spring out of defence.
El dorsal 25. Eto'o. El dorsal 80. Ronaldinho. El dorsal 18. Luis Suárez. Se va a realizar un cambio
Thuram.
de jugadores.
Neymar. And it's Pirlo. No, he wasn't being taken in by that trickery. And it's Ronaldinho. Ribery. Gavi. Neymar. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Ah, isso é raro esse
Beckenbauer
jogo.
deals with that comfortably. Pirlo. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Cantona. Neymar. Nice physical challenge. Gavi is the team's great visionary. That's a sharp pass. Neither of these two want to come off second best. He's got the shot
Boa,
away!
pô.
They've scored!
Pelo gol, pelo gol.
And there's the goal they've been looking for.
That looks like a preconceived plan. Win the ball and then unleash.
So the lead now is 2.
The crowd are calling for this to be put to bed. There's little sympathy about.
He's had a hit!
Aí o cara me pegou, né? Aí ficou
Well
fácil.
and truly out of sight. And
Ele vai
surely that
puxar.
settles it.
Boa. Vambora, rapaziada. Top 200. Galera, quem não se inscreveu, se inscreve aí. Deixa o like. Live todos os dias. Menos final de semana, né? Às 5 horas da tarde, fechou? Tô pensando em botar o Neymar no segundo tempo, velho. Vou testar assim, vamos ver. Salve, Debona. Obrigado pelo like, irmão. Tamo junto, velho.
Well, there's no doubt that this is a game which holds a special place in the minds of the footballing folk in this part of the world. Expectations rising, evidently the crowd hoping to be treated to a special contest. It is the perfect backdrop for the players to walk out to. It really is a sight to behold here as Spotify Camp Nou opens its arms to the Barcelona nation, 100,000 plus in unison. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. Rijkaard gets it clear. This is and Gullit!
Nossa, não chutei não, mano.
That's what you call
Tem que passar,
inspired
né?
goalkeeping.
Gullit actually
Aparentemente não tá
didn't do an
querendo.
awful lot wrong, to be honest. Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Não trocou a seta.
And he gets rid in a hurry. Oh, there's a probing ball. Barcelona are looking to go forward now. And it's Gullit. Mbappe. Gullit!
Que chutinho, hein, Gullit? Que chutinho, mano.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Barcelona have their second corner now. Now the finish!
Bom, não vi
Big
errar.
moment! Massive goal!
Obrigado.
Well, once more, it's him, and we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
So a breakthrough
Salve, Léo.
already.
Que isso, mano.
Messi.
Nem tá jogando tão bem assim.
Bale. He's had a hit!
Aí, ó. Parece que eu tomo empate.
Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
They've played it short. Oh, lovely feed. He is such a good... And he'll shoot here.
Mano, os caras
And for sure,
acham
that was
mesmo que daí
not
vai
one of his
entrar
best.
esse blitz cooler.
Well,
Né?
it was hit with great power, Peter, but sadly, not great precision.
And he's had it nicked away. Now
Vacilei.
it's Bale. Bale going face to face with his great rival. And there's his chance to lead the counter. And he's only too happy to take that back. Messi. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Bale. Oh, good read. Mbappe. So just the one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score.
This is the time you need that pace.
Neymar will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really
Ele
well
não
and
chega.
stopped it.
And here's Messi.
Verdade que seja
Rises!
dito.
Deco. And it's Ronaldinho. He's found a way through. Neither of these two want to come off second best.
That was lovely, that.
Messi tries a shot.
Boa, mas
They've
deu uma
scored.
travada, hein? Salve, Edmilson. Obrigado pelo like, mano.
They have done it again. And that really is so impressive.
Yeah, that's what the game is all about. Excitement and entertainment. What a lovely moment.
Barcelona are doing very
O cara
nicely,
baixou a
thank you.
Yeah, and you have to
building
say
up.
that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
Great defending, strong and determined. Kyle Walker. Rijkaard. And it's Deco. Messi, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory.
Caraca.
Well seen,
Pesado,
saw
né?
that coming.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Pô, Léo, você me fala agora, mano. Eu comprei um semana passada, mano. Paguei R$ 500, cara.
Might be danger. He's had a
Eu
shot.
tava sem
Oh, that is rather wayward.
e eu ia
Well,
tomar
that's
WO
what
em
we
dois
all say
campeonatos.
in
E
the
eu já tava
same
na
newspaper.
semifinal dos campeonatos. Então, tipo assim, passasse era final e ia perder dinheiro, tá ligado? Ia dar o valor do controle. Aí, aí eu tive que comprar no shopping, mano. Paguei 500 conto, velho. O meu
Vieira.
estragou, parou de
And
funcionar
here's
o botão
Mbappe.
PS, tá ligado?
Neymar. And he's got his cross in. Courtois claims it.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Eu até desmontei
Vieira.
ele pra tentar arrumar, mas,
Seedorf.
cara, eu não entendia nada. Eu tava com medo de
Vieira.
desmontar a placa lá
Word more
e
pressure on the
estragar
ball
tudo de
here.
vez.
Van Dijk. Messi. Now it's Messi.
This is what good chemistry is.
Up he goes!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Oh, super ball. Mbappe showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but
Nossa, eu
couldn't quite
apertei.
sort it out.
Graças a Deus, foi no Van Dijk.
Courtois gets it away.
Mano, a partida ficou pesada do
And it's
nada, velho.
Messi. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Half-time coming up, and little doubt as to which of the two sides is the happier. Deco. We've got 5 minutes till half-time. This might spell danger. Great hit!
Boa, Gulitão.
And it's there! And they are pulling clear here. Really tidily gathered, and ultimately a more than tidy finish.
Yeah, I really can't say enough as to how good the final ball was. It took the defence out of the equation for that split moment, and the damage was all done.
A case now of complete control. Couldn't squeeze it through. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. There could be trouble
É
here,
foda, jogo.
but for
É
now the
foda.
referee is keeping his cards in his pocket.
Yeah, we guessed that this scenario could
E se eu
take
perdesse
place
esse campeonato de
because
WO ia dar
he's
na
up
mesma,
against
mano.
pace.
Tive que gastar aí, velho.
Messi.
3 minutos de descuento.
Foi até o tempo que eu fiquei sem fazer live.
Look at the space here. Oh, shooting chance! And that is a truly outstanding save. This possibly the last play of the half. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. No way through, so back it comes. He slid. Oh, he's got
Nossa,
that all wrong,
que
and
isso,
it's a
Gullit. Que
penalty.
habilidade.
Barcelona have themselves a chance
Ó,
from the spot.
o cara deixou aqui aí. Acho que ele vai puxar, né? Tem tenho dificuldade com marcação, ó. Alguma dica? Quais os comandos para chamar o segundo jogador? Mano, o comando pro segundo jogador depende da sua configuração de controle, tá ligado? A minha é no L2, mano. Eu acho que no padrão. Puta, eu não lembro qual que é no padrão. Mas a minha é no L2. E uma dica, mano, pra quem é mais casual, assim. Caralho, Rafa ZN. esse jogão. É, pra quem é mais casual, mano, é tentar manter os zagueiros na posição, tá ligado? Tipo assim, não marca igual eu tô marcando, mano. É porque eu gosto de pressionar o adversário e roubar a bola rápido. Mas, cara, pra quem não. Aí eu consigo fechar os espaços depois, entendeu? Mas pra quem tá jogando direto, pra quem começa, né? Pra quem é mais iniciante, assim, não vale muito a pena, mano, marcar dessa forma. Se você ficar esperando o adversário, mano, provavelmente ele vai errar, tá ligado? É bem difícil, assim, ele acertar tudo. É mais desse modo. É, Léo, mas agora é. Vou jogar contra outro pro, mano. Esse moleque aqui joga bem. É que pariu, ó. Não sei, tá ligado? Mas. Vambora. Opa, Fute. Como você tá, irmão? Roberto Carlos é bola, mano. Opa, seu Adriano. Obrigado pelo like, mano. Obrigadão mesmo. Vambora. Ele tá top quanto, mano? Top 50?
Well, there's no doubt that this is a game
Top
which holds a
69.
special place in the minds of the footballing folk in this part of the
Vambora.
world. Expectations rising, evidently the crowd hoping to be treated to a special contest. It is the perfect backdrop for the players to walk out to. Well, there's a real familiarity about these scenes here. The followers of one of the most formidable teams in the history of football, ensuring that yet again this will be an occasion for the game's ultimate glitterati. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. Under an awful lot of pressure. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. Well, he can't say now that he hasn't been warned. It's just beyond... Header! Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Alessandro Costa Curta, he doesn't have what you'd call a classic centre-back's physique, does he?
No, but his game is never really about athleticism, power and the physical stuff. He never has to let it be.
Yeah, it's interesting because he's still become considered one of the greatest defenders of his time. How's that?
Well, it's characteristics like leadership, his class, his tenacity. He's nigh on perfect reading.
Oh, what has happened here?
Lambança aí, meu zagueirão.
Stood up well to him there. Griezmann. Oh, good ball, and this looks promising. Rummenigge! Goal!
Ai, ai.
Brazil!
Como que ganha a
They've only got
cabeçada
themselves
com o
to blame.
adversário?
Mistakes in those areas are very punishable.
Barcelona finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Rummenigge. Ronaldinho. Gullit. Oh, he's been caught napping. Chance! He's missed, but not by that far.
Sobra mais,
Yeah, he
sobra
may
mais.
have snatched at that a bit, even though it was quite close.
Quarter of an hour played. And here's Mbappe. Costa Curta gets a foot in here. Schneider. And it's Griezmann.
Barcelona are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Oh, he's found support out wide. He has found the way through. And the finish! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Gullit clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper. Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Defending of the desperate variety. Brazil have the chance to go the other way. Ronaldinho looking for options for movement. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Deco. Mbappe. Gullit. And the shot! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Gullit is offering a wry smile there.
Corner number 2 then. Saliba tries to clear.
Nossa.
And now they can spring out of defence. Gullit. Oh, that's a key interception.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Now it's Gullit. Messi. Griezmann. Ronaldinho. Vieira was in no mood for any of that. Barcelona have a free kick. Played back.
He had nobody else to help out there.
And the counter is on. No, that's been intercepted. Messi, a player who needs no introduction. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. And that has been cut short. Messi. Oh, there's a probing ball. Griezmann, who does have an assist to his name. And again, they run up against stubborn defending.
Barcelona certainly could do with a positive spell for the remainder of this half, just to set the tone for what's to come.
Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Rummenigge looking to add to his goal. And it's Schneider. And here's Gullit. Oh, sweet. And Gullit! It's there! 2 up now, and they are cruising. Calm, composed, confident. What a super goal.
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
Brazil are doing very nice. Oh, he's been caught on it here. A lot of space ahead of him. Tries a shot. They've scored. A goal at a really telling moment. That was a given. It always was.
Well, the finish looked a guarantee once he was found all alone, and it's criminal defending.
We have got ourselves a game here.
Listen, goals change games, and that has changed the whole complexion of this one. They have the momentum now. They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Now it's Gullit. Oh, that's well spotted. Check with the clearance. And there is the half-time whistle. So half-time, no shortage of action and talking points at both ends of the field. 3 goals to light up the crowd, and a fair reflection of the territorial state of play with the half-time scoreline 2-1. And neither side holding back here. It has been quite a half, this.
Well, it remains very delicately poised, and based on the promise we've seen through the first 45 minutes, I wouldn't be surprised if this takes another twist or two. It certainly would be in keeping.
So we're just settling back into this second half.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
He's got a Neymar!
Pô, no meio.
Really well taken goal. Barcelona are back in business. And that really is so impressive.
Oh, that's wonderful to see. The run was explosive, the finish exquisite.
This has become one superb game of football.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
Dealt with nicely by the defence. And they're back on the ball again. Has a look and plays it forward.
Well, that's the first attempt, Peter, we've seen at one of those raking passes just to spread the play.
Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. And here's Gullit. And Gullit! Well, there's the clearance.
Pedida.
Chooses to go back.
Well, he
Pô,
got rid
velho.
because he was under pressure.
Sobrando, mano.
Costa Corta.
Asciende a 98.004 espectadores.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Oh, and he's through the middle. And that is as far as they're going to go. Ronaldinho. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Vieira. Gullit, and he cuts out the supply. Brazil are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
And it's Messi. Schneider.
Nossa senhora.
Messi. Schneider. Messi. Schneider. Good spot, he's seen the run. Schneider receives it in a wide position. And here's Messi. Rummenigge. Messi. Oh, nice touch. Barcelona needed that. They really needed it.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
Ela não sai, cara.
For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. And here's Messi. Nicked it back promptly.
Olha aí, mano.
That's surely a foul, free kick.
O
And
time
he's
tá
going to have his
morto
name
já,
taken.
velho.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact.
Deco, el dorsal 10. Messi, el dorsal 11. Neymar, el dorsal
Barcelona
17.
really will have to throw everything at this now.
Sustituidos por el dorsal 20.
Barcelona couldn't do a whole lot with it
Puta
there.
que
They could do
pariu.
with more sharpness in their passing. And he's got the beating of his man. He's got the shot away!
Mereci, né, mano? Mereci entregar a bola dessa.
Brazil! And again they hit the front. A moment that needed composure, and he had plenty of it.
Ah, that's just clever. He made the keeper think he was going one way, only to outfox him by going the other. Very nice.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Listen, when it comes to goals, Pete...
Oh, what a mistake!
Ai, ai.
Barcelona are in a tearing hurry to save themselves here.
Well, it's looking like too little too late, but they are giving it all they have.
And it's Shevchenko. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
That's good running with the ball.
Barcelona need to give it everything they have, kitchen sink included.
Gavi. And here's Ronaldinho. Pinches it off him.
Habrá 2 minutos de descuento.
Neymar.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Confirmation that there will be 2 minutes stoppage time.
Acabou. Opa. Vem, Cris.
Pedri gets it away.
Acho, mano.
That's that, the end.
Ele se perder,
Well,
velho.
that was intense.
Pegar aquele gol ali não dá não,
Brutal
mano.
contest that either could
Sai de fora.
easily have won.
É, ele joga bem, o Verto. É que eu não queria reclamar na hora, mano, mas porra, foi a partida mais pesada que eu joguei hoje, velho. Mas tá bom. Não sei se ele pareou também, mas ele joga muito, mano. Mereceu. Dá um mijão, rapaziada, já voltei.
Well, they say football's only a game, but you should try telling this lot. Without a doubt, it is the week's most eagerly awaited contest, a sporting event which has magnificent scenery as its backdrop. It is tribal, and it has aroused the most primal of instincts in so many of us, and we are glad to have you alongside us for it. Well, there's a real familiarity about these scenes here, the followers of one of the most formidable teams in the history of football.
Parei de
Ensuring
atacar
that
porque
yet
com aquela
again
parada
this
ele
will
roubou a
be
bola.
an occasion for the game's ultimate glitterati. Well, as you can see, we've already started here. That is good alertness. He's under a lot of pressure there. Now it's Mbappe. Chiellini promptly onto that, and that is that. Lionel Messi, one of the greatest, perhaps the greatest ever, European Player of the Year so many times. The first of those way back as a 22-year-old, Jim, in 2009.
Yeah, and it came after such a great season. Treble winners with his side, of course, capped off with a very memorable European win in Rome.
I remember him picking up his boot after losing it when scoring that goal. Everybody recalls that one.
Yeah, and for me, that game marked a whole new period of true excellence for Messi at both team and individual level.
Sure did. Beckham.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Oh, perfectly measured that. He's on sub. There's the hit! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Beckham standing over it.
You start as you mean to go on, Peter. Make this a good one.
Oh, he's been caught napping. That's a decent clearance. Barcelona have the chance to go the other way. Now it's Gullit. And here's Mbappe. Beckham. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And it's Messi. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. And he's found the way past. Look at the space and the shots!
Domina.
Goal! Barcelona! No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Yeah, he won the jostle, and it was a very good finish, and I think he'll go away feeling pretty good about that one.
A 1-0 lead established.
Well, this should allow them to be a bit more expansive, although they'll be wise to be cautious for now.
Neymar. And he's tried to lob him. In he goes again. Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it. Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
And he's cut it out.
Tá. Speed lag. Que bonito na internet.
And he goes cross-field. Barcelona are very much in charge here, dominating possession and a goal to the good. Beckham. Luis Suarez. Mbappe! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Oh, what? It's fallen kindly here. It's run loose. Who's going to get? That's another chance.
Meu
They've
Deus,
scored!
cara.
A game of
Complica,
thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye.
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down, and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Yeah, his instinct told him that the keeper would struggle to cope with that, so top marks for him following up. I think it's really sharp play, it was well read, and he was a little quicker than everybody else.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, there's resilience for you, Peter. As a side, they never lost focus despite the setback, and this is thoroughly merited. For me, now they can go one better, possibly.
Mano,
And it's Vieira.
então, velho. Eu tava falando com o pessoal mais cedo, mano. Mas é que, cara, divisões sempre foi pesado pra mim, velho. E eu acho que é pela distância do servidor, tá
Well, that's
ligado?
well spotted. Vieira.
Porque no lobby eu jogo normal, velho. O lobby é muito liso, mano.
Messi takes control of it and he's on the move. Messi. Luis Suarez. Messi, a player who needs no introduction. And they can counter here. Deco. And he's running through.
Aí eu dei o toque duplo. Não tem nem
That's
movimento.
Beckham. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
So what can they make of this? Neymar has been caught there, it's a foul.
É pesado mesmo. Mas não sei se é por causa do cross, não, mano.
Deco going face to face with his great rival. Vieira. And it's Luis Suarez. We've got 5 minutes till half time.
Bota o boneco na frente.
Rijkaard makes the interception.
Sobra a bola ainda
Vieira.
pro cara.
Now it's Gullit. Mbappe.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were...
Chance! Well, now it's a... Oh, he's been caught. Has another go!
Tá que pariu,
And
mano.
a terrific
Muita
save
sobra
from the
de
keeper.
ajuda, mano.
Caicedo really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Corner number 2 then. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. And now a sudden chance to counter. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. We are into stoppage time. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that.
Onde eu consigo girar com o
And
boneco.
it's
Perfeito.
half-time here. Barcelona head back in at the break after a first half that has been, from a scoreline point of view in any case, an even one. Both sides have contributed in equal measure, neither looking overly under pressure from the other. And at the break, glass half full, half empty. It's 1-1. Well, the scoreline indicates a pretty tight game, but there has been a lot of action in it, and it has been an exceptionally good watch. The score at half-time, 1-1. So we're just settling back into this second half. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. So, third corner of the game. Up he goes! This time surely! Oh, it's fallen loose again!
Cara,
There it is!
Well, it's hardly a great surprise to see him doing
Vou tentar
something
focar aqui,
thrilling,
velho.
and it should send a strength and courage through every one of his teammates from here.
And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, that's not the best attempt by the keeper, and he's just paid the ultimate price, hasn't he?
Cruzeiro go into the lead.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
And that is exemplary defending.
Well, what can you say about that? Just about everything was stacked against him, and he still came through.
He's had a hit! Oh, taken with style. They're level in a trice.
Well, going behind has simply triggered a collective determination to hit back.
He's one-on-one, tries a shot! Oh, it's a foul there right on the edge of the box. So a big
cara que
chance
gosta
now
de
from 12
acertar atrás,
yards.
seguro de mim.
Ball on the spot, can he? Fantastic save, Ter Stegen. That
Puta
has
que
drawn
pariu,
gasps
cara.
of disbelief.
Meu
You
Deus,
couldn't ask
mano.
for a better opportunity to equalise, but now he'll feel like The opposition have just scored.
Barcelona have their second corner now. That is a brilliant interception.
Certo esse passe, Van Dijk.
Messi has got himself a free kick. It's a quick one, and it's Messi. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. That's a little off target. Now it's Gullit. Messi. Now it's Messi. Neymar. Backward it goes. The muscular approach does pay off here. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one.
O cara tá batendo. Deixa eu ver só pra bater essa falta. Que estresse, mano.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
Well, I think this is definitely one of these areas where they've rehearsed an awful lot on the training ground.
Ué,
He can get that clear.
vocês viram apontando pro outro lado, mano?
They didn't manage to get nearly enough into the box. That
Porque igual
speaks
no
of little
Ronaldinho,
ambition.
mano.
Rijkaard. Barcelona perhaps contemplating their next change here. Luis Suarez. Caceres did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. De Jong, and he's been shifted off it. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Great hit! And the keeper couldn't hold it.
Nossa, mano. Se errasse mais seguro, ia ficar muito puto, mano.
They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, they say all goalkeepers are crazy, and after that, maybe there's some truth in it.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
I think the manager's claiming in this.
Shot a goal!
Puta que pariu, mano.
Split-second reaction.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Ainda se pergunta como. Onde somos? Papi, galinha, papi. Preciso que com as galinhas, galinhas e tudo.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona.
Corner number 3 coming up.
Messi será reemplazado por el dorsal 21. Ribéry se va a realizar un cambio de jugadores.
Thuram getting this one clear. And now they can spring out of defence. And he's making progress on the ball. Nedved. Final ball not quite right, and his teammates are irritated at that. Now it's Neymar.
Keep
Nossa.
calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Now it's Ribéry. He has found the way through.
Ah,
Well played.
meu Deus, cara.
Nedved.
Olha o passe do Ribéry, mano.
Can he spark a counter here? That looks a good ball through. Vieira. Ribéry. De Jong. Pedri. It's a pretty loose pass. De Jong. Pedri. Now it's Luis Suarez. Ronaldinho. Oh, what a ball! He's had a shot!
Caralho, Soares.
And yes,
Que
it's
3 dele, mano.
two up and threatening to pull clear.
That looks like a preconceived plan. Win the ball and then unleash.
And now he has two. Two up and very little time left. Surely this is it.
Well, I think if they're going to have any hope from here, they'll need to see their more experienced lads step up to the plate now.
Showing good feet. Nedved did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
And he's surging through. Oh, that's an excellent interception. Nedved. Walker attempts a clearance. Rijkaard gets it clear. Lizarazu. Some really good ball movement. And that's that.
Boa.
They are pumped. Boy, they're pumped. A
Pô,
tough win.
parece que eu tenho que jogar sério
With a
pelas
power
partidas
of
aqui, mano,
will
por causa desse
and
delay, velho. Vai tomar no cu, mano. É difícil, mano.
So the wait is over, we can finally get going. Welcome to everybody who has joined us for this unmissable game. Hugely anticipated, hugely hyped.
Vambora.
Undoubtedly the place to be at this moment in time. It really is a sight to behold here as Spotify Camp Nou opens its arms to the Barcelona nation, 100,000 plus in unison.
Era só ter dado 30.
We have already started here. Now it's Mbappe. Oh, it's come loose. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And that is a little undercooked.
Well, Peter, I'm looking forward to seeing a player who has brought some new skills to the game. Ronaldinho. He looks one way and passes the other. Unconventional and cheeky, but always an enjoyable watch.
Yeah, he's playing beach football on the grandest stage of all.
The entertainer.
Oh, just needed a better contact.
Well, the manager clearly has to react to this and tactically change what's happening. It's too easy for them to get in.
Rijkaard tries to clear. And now they can spring out of defence. Now it's Deco. Neymar. Can he finish? Goal! Barcelona! No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but he thrives in situations like that.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Deco. The defender is not giving up on this. Good pressure, determined, intense. First quarter of an hour gone. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Eto'o. Messi, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. And it's Zico. Possession football, Jim, we're seeing plenty of it. What is it, though, that really makes it work?
Well, for me, what makes it work is the fact that everyone in this team has the courage to show for the ball. You can't shy away from it. You can't hide. You have to front up in a setup like this, and everyone is doing just that.
You make it sound so simple. Messi.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
And here's Mbappe. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Ronaldinho. Bit of an appeal, but nothing doing. Mateus. Zico. And Mateus.
Pode passar
And it's Roberto
seu
Carlos.
defensor. Posso, mano?
Goes for the
Só
header.
me lembra quando
And
acabar
he's
aqui.
following
Mano.
up. He's got a goal. They have grabbed themselves an equaliser.
Well, that's something that'll make the manager proud because they dug in deep then and they've got their leveller.
It was the crispest of hits. He just crashed it in.
That is just the top drawer finish. He was always in control and couldn't have placed it any better.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Oh, look, Peter, I was on the fence before a ball was kicked and I still haven't moved.
Now it's Gullit. And here's Gullit. Eto'o. Oh, well cut out. No margin for error there at all. Mbappe. Mateus. Now it's Zico. Walker calmly anticipates. Deco. Messi. And there's green grass ahead of him. Mbappe gets flagged offside. Caught offside that time. Roberto Carlos. Out to the left it goes. He can run onto that. There's the shot! And one more try! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Deco. Neymar. And that interception was most necessary. And here's Gullit. Now there's a fine ball. Decent hit! Deco. Nicely aimed pass. Foot in. And here's Zico. They're back in possession
Mano,
and ready
sobra
to go
mais, tá
again.
ligado? Sobra mais.
Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defense, though, able
Que
to hold on
isso,
this
cara?
time.
Deixa jogar, mano.
Mateus. The ball is loose and the chase is on. Mateus. And it's
Puta
half-time
que
here.
pariu, mano.
A pretty
Você quer ver
decent watch
agora ou você
this,
quer
and
ver
each side has contributed
a
in
evolução,
equal
mano?
part. Couple of very good goals for the crowd to enjoy, and a game which is right on the edge. At half-time, it's
A
one
ficha dos
each.
bonecos.
That's been a decent 45 minutes. Competitive, certainly, and a goal each.
Se ha encontrado a un niño rubio de unos 4 años que viste camiseta verde y lleva una mochila roja y dice haberse perdido. Se ruega a su madre que acude a recogerlo a la puerta 21. Se va a llevar a cabo un cambio de jugadores.
And so we're off again. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
He's found the way through.
Pênalti.
Oh, that's
Que
a fine
isso.
challenge. And he's cleared
Se
it
isso
out
aí
of
não foi
harm's way.
pênalti, eu não sei o que é pênalti, não.
And it's Neymar. Oh, well played. Gullit. For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Look, the game is full of ifs and buts. If only the pass could have completed its journey.
Mano, meus bonecos simplesmente não estão chegando
And
a
that
perna.
interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
É só dar triângulo, velho. É só dar triângulo.
Saliba. Ribery looking to run onto it. Van Dijk getting this one clear. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Eto'o. Oh, this looks sharp.
Cara, olha isso aí.
That's
Olha o
gone
que tá
loose.
acontecendo aí, mano.
Excellent
Na
challenge
moral, velho.
there, uncompromising.
Tá bizarro
That is a
esse
great
jogo,
ball.
mano. Bizarro.
He's got the shot away! It's loose now and they want to get it back. And here's Ronaldinho. Now it's Mbappe.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Neymar going face-to-face with his great rival. Can he finish? Goal!
Porra, tomar no cu,
Barcelona!
cara.
And they've got
Foder,
their
velho.
lead back.
Well, we've seen the hunger to win it back and the focus to make it count. A very tasty combination.
Tá espirrando o tempo todo, mano. Sai fora, velho.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El dorsal 7,
Barcelona can now introduce the first of their substitutes. Barcelona get themselves into the lead. Ribéry. Ribéry will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent.
El dorsal 25, Eto'o. El dorsal 18, Luis Suárez. El dorsal 80, Ronaldinho. El dorsal 21, Ribéry.
Só falta montar aqui Gullit.
Eto'o is
Tá.
flagged offside.
Vi um mapinha ali, eu não sabia.
Ribéry. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. And he's chosen to go back.
That's good pressure. It gave him no other choice.
Ah, that's a fine interception.
Well, this is exactly the approach they have to take now, Peter.
This is a really front-footed approach.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Eto'o. Just about up to 75 minutes. And it's Gullit. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. There's the man who is effectively the team's security policy. And he's being shifted off it.
Pô, mano, na moral, velho.
Mateus.
Caralho, isso
Well,
aí
it's
é
a
muito
nice
falta,
idea,
mano.
but the execution was lacking.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Can he put it away? Oh, that looks a cracking ball. Saliba kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Thuram. Mateus. Gullit. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Vieira. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Gavi. Ribéry puts his foot on the gas. He's away.
Hmm.
Mateus. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Now it's Ronaldinho. And here's Suarez. Shot a goal!
Barcelona can afford to settle on seeing this one out by running down the clock, I think.
Luis Suarez. Oh, the ball's run loose here. It's a carbon copy of the previous miss.
This is proving to be a very good spell. The intensity is great, but they've got to make it count.
And that's really well manoeuvred. Time added on will be 2 minutes. Now it's Gullit. Well seen. Saw that coming. And that will be it.
Você é
What a
louco.
game, what a show. Both sides robustly going about their business, and that has turned it into quite a spectacle. It's the sort of game after which you feel it's a shame anybody had to lose.
Sobra demais, cara. Dá não. Marcelo VIP. Uma formação diferente, mano. Vamos ver.
Well, it is a game which in the grand scheme of things may not have too much riding on it, but it is equally clear and very
Nossa, faz
visible that
lançamento
there
desse.
is
Mano,
much
ali um
pride
triângulo.
around it.
Normal.
Chants are filling our ears, proud renditions of hymns and songs. It is the perfect soundtrack. And this place is living up to its reputation as one of the noisiest corners of the footballing world. No decibels spared in this collective chorus. The action has already started. Ronaldinho, over to the left. David Villa, he's got a side of goal. Good strong hand by the keeper. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. And it's Deco. Nice interception. His
Passing there.
positioning was spot
Passing.
on. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Neymar takes control of it and he's on the move. Deco. Tony Adams. Now there is a proper defender, Jim.
Well, not too many Englishmen can rival his leadership qualities, Peter.
He just had so many strengths. You could go on all day about him, couldn't you?
Well, the epitome of solidity, thanks to his winning
Ele tem um luta
mentality
bem
and
meta nesse
ability
jogo.
to organise a back four. You don't argue with Tony Adams. You do what you're told.
And we have the first chance from a dead ball situation. He's having a good look here. No way through, so he's got the shot away!
Linda
And that's what
aqui
you
o
call
Blitz tudo
inspired
ali.
goalkeeping.
Messi actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
And it's Deco. He's found a way through. He's had a shot. It's loose. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Xavi. I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
Now it's Messi. Barcelona disappointing in the end there. They lack urgency. Vieira. If you have just joined us, well, you've missed no goals. That's good running with the ball. Messi. Now there's a tries a shot.
Olha,
Goal! Barcelona! Barcelona are in front. Calm, composed, confident. What a super goal.
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
So the first moment of real significance.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Nice defending, it's got the job done. David Villa. Ronaldinho.
Oh, great feat, that.
David Villa. He's had a hit! Really well taken goal. They're level in a trice.
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character.
And wow, he has given that a right old hit.
Oh, give me this every week. The technical ability was superb, and you can see he meant every bit of this.
Ô, BZ, eu mostro as fichas, mano. Certinho.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Yeah, it's always a dangerous time when you've just scored. You can easily lose focus and then bang, you're pegged back again.
He's in a good position here. Oh, good ball. Oh, that's well done, really robust. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Neymar. Neymar, very much a man of this moment. Neymar really struggling to influence the game.
He needs a minder, and one of his teammates should be picking up on that, and quickly. They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
And it's Neymar. Now it's Gullit. Wriggles his way through. He's shifting through the gears here. Deco! Oh, what has happened here? Oh, that's nice. Now this is an adventurous run down that left-hand side. Rijkaard defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man.
Too much elaboration and not enough penetration. No damage likely.
Messi. Well timed, excellent interception.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
Oh, we expected better, and so did he. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
The movement was good, but the pass lacked authority, a cause of mild frustration.
Great defending, strong and determined. Kyle Walker. And there is the half-time
Vai
whistle.
estar 3-3, né?
So
Essa
half-time,
que eu tava
and it is
jogando.
all square. Neither able to pull away from the other, but that is not due to any shortage of effort on either side. It's a goodish game, this, and at half-time, it's one each. So in they come for the break with nothing to separate them. The score 1-1. So it's back to business.
Barcelona have been the team that have had the lion's share of possession and chances. Okay, they haven't got much to show for it, but I think it's a case of keep going and eventually you'll get your break.
Well read, nice interception. Ronaldinho has created one goal already. Deco running with the ball. And here's Gullit. Closing in on... And Gullit! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he? Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. And now they can spring out of defence.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase. And, of course, those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that. Thuram. And it's Messi.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
He's picked his way through. And that is masterful defending. Luis Suarez.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Now it's Cruyff. Cruyff gets... And the shot! Sticks it away! And the comeback is complete!
Yeah, the pass was bang on, and he just had to ensure he didn't stray offside. The finish was actually bang on too.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Yeah, they deserve great credit for turning things around, but they'll now need the defensive resilience to equal that attacking flair.
Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern. Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Neymar being hunted in packs.
Well, they seem intent on marking him out of the game. They're certainly trying to wind him up in the process, Peter.
And here's Messi. Messi going face-to-face with his great rival. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Neymar. Neymar purring through the gears. Rodri gets good distance on it. Nesta calmly anticipates. Messi shapes to shoot.
Não faz a puxada,
Oh,
né?
that is
Não
rather
faz.
wayward.
Servido. Aqui, mais um.
Substitution on the field. Number 4.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually.
Number 5, Johan Cruyff.
Adams.
Number 10, Ronaldinho.
And it's Luis Suarez. Ronaldinho. Great chance! Goal! And once more we are all square. You score, we score.
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser. Yeah, they've only got themselves to blame. Mistakes in those areas are very punishable.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
So all square, and not for the first time.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
Ronaldinho. That is a great pick out. Oh, that was vital.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
Opts to... There's the shot! David Villa. Oh no, that was never going to make it. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
And here's Neymar. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. A game with so much to recommend it. Fabulous contest, but still no clear winner.
Listen, the fans haven't given up on this by any means. They still believe it can be won.
And it's Ribéry. Eto'o. Ribéry.
Ah, Soares. Por que você não atacou o gol, cara?
Well, both sides might have to settle for a draw here, although there's still a chance for one last fling.
And here's Suarez. And he's got the beating of it. Luis Suarez! Oh, shooting chance! That was superb goalkeeping.
Suarez is offering a right smile there.
It's make or break time now, and they're all headed for the penalty box.
Entrou com a seta.
In with the challenge.
Voltei.
David Villa. And he's intervened well there.
Tá que pariu, cara.
And the
Meu
referee
Deus do céu,
brings it
mano.
to a close. So it's ended all square, both sides showing battling qualities and neither willing to give in.
Rapaziada, é isso, mano. Obrigado por quem colou aí na live. Tamo junto. Amanhã, 5 horas de novo. Fechou? Então é isso. Valeu aí todo mundo que acompanhou. E é nóis. Valeu.